Pushing through energy deals and boosting cooperation with the aim of balancing out the economic and political dominance of the West. Russia's Prime Minister is on a visit to China, where an important agreement on the price of oil is already in place. We can now cross live to RT's Marina Kosareva for more details on this. Marina, hi. So what's been achieved during this landmark visit?
Hi, Rory. Well, the two-day visit was more, of course, had an economic flavor rather than a political one. This was Prime Minister Putin's first visit since announcing his candidacy in the upcoming presidential elections. And some say it's a sign of a change in focus for Russia and that the government is now looking east for opportunities. Both Russia and China are, of course, members of the BRICS group, along with Brazil, India and South Africa. And the growing economic uncertainty in Europe and the US have seriously undermined their dominance of the global political stage, paving the way for emerging economies. Now, Prime Minister Putin said the US is currently using its dollar monopoly as the only global reserve currency, and that's having a negative effect on their financial policy.
I never said the US was a parasite on the global economy, but I do think it's feeding off the monopoly of the US dollar as a single global currency. The problem is it's bad not only for the world economy, but for America's economy as well, because it leads to a violation of financial discipline.
When it comes to the EU, Vladimir Putin said that Greece is a big problem, but that it could be resolved if countries weren't afraid to take action. He said Russia and China should lead the reform of international financial systems and that the BRICS group should play a bigger role on the world stage.
I think it's time to talk about reforming existing institutions. And first of all, I mean global financial institutions such as the International Monetary Fund and World Bank. And here we agree that the role of the BRICS countries in those organisations must be enhanced, given the growing importance of our countries' economies.
Another important issue here was energy cooperation. Vladimir Putin and his Chinese counterpart said that all issues and disagreements were resolved when it comes to Russia's supply of oil. When it comes to gas, negotiations are still ongoing, but both insist that they're in the final stage. And energy consumption is expected to increase dramatically in China, and Russia could cover that extra demand and, in doing so, further strengthen their strategic partnership.
All right. RT's Marina Kosareva there, live in Beijing. Many thanks for the update. Now, during his Chinese visit, Russia's Prime Minister Vladimir Putin gave an interview to the state broadcaster, outlining the priority for the two nations. Putin said that a push for technological breakthroughs in aviation and aircraft building are some of the areas where he wants to see the partners working closely together. Read the full interview at rt.com. Also online for you there, American police accused of brutality at the Occupy Boston protest. 2 Vietnam vets were injured by officers. Also up to 100 people there arrested.